Thank you. Please be seated. Good evening. As president of Seton Hill University, it is an honor to welcome you to the presentation of the 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Awards. Tonight, we will celebrate the outstanding accomplishments of 12 distinguished alumni selected in this 2023 class. Seton Hill established the Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award in 1987 to recognize graduates who demonstrate outstanding achievement and leadership in education, business and professions, science and technology, arts, voluntary services, and philanthropy. The Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award for Young Alumni Achievement, the Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award for Service, and the Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award for Military Service are three additional awards the university presents to recognizing outstanding Setonians. We will now enjoy a video presentation featuring the accomplishments of each of the 12 recipients being honored tonight.
For more than 100 years, Seton Hill has provided students with a life-changing education in the best tradition of the Sisters of Charity. The presence of a Seton Hill graduate in the workplace, in communities, and in the world continues to make a tremendous difference in transforming the lives of others. 12 of those graduates are being honored today for their accomplishments and their dedication to carrying on the spirit of Seton Hill. The university would now like to recognize the alumni who have demonstrated the leadership qualities that make them Seton Hill Distinguished Alumni. After graduating from the University of Connecticut with a bachelor's degree in molecular and cell biology and the University of Connecticut School of Dental Medicine with his DMD, Dr. Daniel Camacho came to the Seton Hill University Center for Orthodontics and earned his MS and certificate in orthodontics. Since 2020, Daniel has been the sole owner orthodontist of Forever Smiles Orthodontics in Hollywood, Florida, and is the only board-certified orthodontist in the city. He also completed a 2-year fellowship in Advanced Orthodontics, the Pitts Masters Continuum. In addition to his practice, Daniel serves as an adjunct professor of orthodontics at Seton Hill, as well as Nova Southeastern University, the youngest person to obtain the appointment at either university. He has several publications and awards in his field and belongs to a number of professional organizations, both nationally and locally. He is fluent in Spanish and volunteers for an orphanage that his family established and runs in his native Colombia. Congratulations, Dr. Daniel R. Camacho, on your Seton Hill University 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award.
Accepting this award. I never expected it. When I first heard about it, I was very surprised and of course honored to hear the good news. So many people to thank that helped me to get through, through this journey to this point in my life. I have to start with my parents, have given me the right foundation and the right upbringing to become the man that I am today, especially my mom. She made the trek to come to this country with only a handful of hopes and a lot of hard work paved the way for me to, have a bright future and to really maximize on all the opportunity that this great country has to offer. So thankful to my parents, thankful to this amazing country that took me in and, made me one of its own, this wonderful community, Seton Hill, that I came to serendipitously just when I was applying to ortho school. And I always joke around that I call it the diamond in the rough, because it's, to the outside world, right? Most people don't know where Greensburg, Pennsylvania is, but it turned out to be a very special place for me, for my life. It really helped me to become the man that I am today as well. So many great people at this institution that shaped my life. Of course, the program director, Dr. Dan Brinchus, the entire faculty there. When I was there, Dr. Dan Camacho, the staff that helps runs it. It's just an incredible place, the atmosphere, the community. They're really shaping us to be the best orthodontists we can be, and of course we'll go out to the entire country and carry on that legacy, not just of the great Seton Hill orthodontics tradition, but the Seton Hill University as a whole, and the mission of our founder, and of course the values that we strive at Catholic University. So very, very thankful, and you know, definitely will continue to carry on this badge of honor and try to promote these values that this amazing university has given me. So thank you.
Lynn Star's passion for music has served as a guiding light since he was a vocal performance student at Pittsburgh Creative and Performing Arts High School. Since graduating from Seton Hill, he earned a Master of Science in Music Industry from the University of Southern California. Lynn is currently the Operation Coordinator for Satiated Artists and a Live Sound Engineer for Second Song Entertainment in Los Angeles, the founder and CEO of Hi-Fi Productions LLC, and a music production contractor and live performance artist. He is also a young artist mentor for the Alumni Theater Company of Pittsburgh and a vocal teaching artist for Pittsburgh Festival Opera. In 2020, he was named one of 3 Black teaching artists in residence as part of the Unisound and Act 3 Consulting Partners program in Pittsburgh, and has received several grants from the Greater Pittsburgh Arts Council. Lynn has released 5 mixtapes and 5 EPs to date, along with several singles and other music projects, and has performed more than 40 live shows. Congratulations, Lynn Star, on your Seton Hill University 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award for Young Alumni Achievement.
I am honored to receive the Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award for Young Alumni Achievement. I would like to thank my mother for giving me the foundational skills, lessons, and luck to stand strong in the world. Seton Hill for giving me the tools I need to continue to positively impact the world, and my son Indigo for resparking my passion for life.
Michelle Myers, OD, graduated from optometry school in 2003 with a dream of starting her own practice. She began her career in eye care, working in a variety of settings, and continued to work at other offices after establishing her own optometry practice, Youngwood Eye Care, in 2007. After the birth of her second daughter in 2011, she focused solely on Youngwood Eye Care. Today, her practice has 8 full-time employees and serves hundreds of patients a month. Outside of work, Michelle finds purpose in giving back to her community. She was one of the founders of the Youngwood Area Business Association, YABA, and later served as president. Michelle founded the Lance Wenzel Memorial 5K Run, assisted with the YABA 5K Run for the playground, and participated in Dancing with Celebrities to raise money for Heal Animal Rescue. She also supports Seton Hill students through the establishment of the Michelle L. Myers 98 Endowed Scholarship Fund, which provides assistance to women's volleyball players with financial need. Michelle played both volleyball and basketball during her time at Seton Hill. Congratulations, Michelle Myers, on your Seton Hill University 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award.
Thank you, Seton Hill University, for this recognition. I am honored to receive the 2023 Distinguished Alumni Award, along with this class of distinguished Setonians. My time at Seton Hill was a special time in my life. These years set the foundation to succeed in optometry school and go on to build a successful optometric practice from the ground up. I cherish my memories at Seton Hill and the friends I made along the way. I also treasure my time playing basketball and volleyball at the collegiate level. I opened Youngwood Eye Care in 2007 with the goal of creating a practice that focuses on an outstanding customer experience while providing exceptional eye care. Throughout the years, I've stayed true to my goal, even through the many obstacles and challenges I faced, such as starting a practice during a recession, having no business background, and starting out much slower than I ever anticipated. I had many failures in the first few years that made me so grateful for the successes. Hard work does pay off. I want to take a moment to thank the people that helped me get here today. First, my husband Matt, who is my biggest supporter and has always believed in me. My daughters Maggie and Morgan, who are the light of my life. My family, my parents Buck and Louise, my Aunt Nancy, my sister Allison, who is also a Seton Hill alum and a successful attorney in Florida, and her husband Matt, and my late Trove class of 1994 high school friends for their endless support. I also want to thank Rick Hall, my volleyball coach at Seton Hill, who pushed me to be the best player in person I could be, even though I didn't realize it until years later. Thank you to all of my professors at Seton Hill and my friends that I've made so many memories with to last a lifetime. Lastly, thank you to President Mary Finger for this award.
Christine Lvusinich's first memories of Seton Hill include helping her sister Kathy move into Brownlee Hall in 1992. She has since celebrated 3 graduations on campus, Kathy's in 1996, her own in 1998, and her sister Pamela's in 2022, and her wedding to her husband Phil in St. Joseph Chapel. Christine works in organizational development and training for the PA Education Association, the only national organization representing physician assistant educational programs in the United States. Christine previously worked in information technology at Duke University and at Penn State University. Her spirit of volunteerism began as a student and has continued throughout her life. She volunteered with Seroptimus International of Center County, receiving the chapter's Outstanding Seroptimus Award and the Seroptimus International Governor's Award for Excellence. She recently helped with special projects for the Salvation Army and Christians United Outreach Center in North Carolina, and has organized fundraisers in coordination with fellow alumna and breast cancer survivor Julie Senchak to support the American Cancer Society. Christine has served as a Seton Hill Alumni Advisory Council member since 2020. Congratulations, Christine Lvusinich, on your Seton Hill 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award for Service.
Thank you to President Finger and Seton Hill for honoring me with the 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award for Service. Seton Hill instilled in me the importance of service, being a contributing member of society, and appreciating each other's differences. Being a graduate of Seton Hill brought me so many wonderful memories and set me up for success and where I am today. Thank you for this tremendous recognition of my leadership and service. I want to take a moment to thank everyone here with me tonight, in person or virtually, especially my husband Phil, my parents, and my sisters, who I'm incredibly proud are both Seton Hill alums. I also want to thank my friends, Seton Hill classmates, extended family, and colleagues who have been part of my success. Thank you again.
Myra Cologne is LEP, or Limited English Proficiency Program Manager for Multicultural Banking at M&T Bank. She is one of 3 founding members of the Multicultural Banking team, collaborating with retail and business banking to build relationships with diverse communities throughout M&T's footprint. Myra, who is fluent in Spanish, has been responsible for launching the strategy and execution around M&T's enterprise approach to non-English language, an aspect of banking that is heavily regulated. She created a program allowing customer interacting colleagues to become LEP certified, with hundreds of employees throughout her operating region having now successfully completed the process in 22 supported languages. She has also worked to add non-English language options to M&T's communication vehicles and channels. Myra is an M&T Talent Acquisition Ambassador and has served as Vice President and President of M&T's Hola Western New York Employee Resource Group. She is particularly proud of earning her MBA from Rochester Institute of Technology while working full-time. Congratulations, Myra Cologne, on your Seton Hill University 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award.
To accept this alumni award, I want to thank the Sisters of Charity. I want to thank the entire Seton Hill family, in particular, President Finger. I'm honored to be here and to be at this moment in time. I'm the first person in my family to go to college. I'd imagined graduating from Seton Hill. I'd imagined being an example for other girls of all colors, shapes, sizes. I share this award with my friends, with whom I stay in close contact. And I share this award with everyone who has dreamed beyond their reality. Thank you. Amor, papi. Bendición. Gracias.
Pamela Cooper began her journey at Seton Hill as a single mother and has since built a career in the arts. Pamela is an award-winning artist, entrepreneur, educator, and community leader. Her early career included working as a graphic artist at the Tribune Review, doing layouts and logo design at a local ad agency, and working for Renee Pollock at Style and Substance Art Gallery. Today, she is the owner of Studio One Creations. Pamela's art style is figurative with abstract and expressionist influences, and she has expressed herself in numerous mediums, creating works in clay, wire, and mixed media. She has exhibited in many venues around the Pittsburgh area and Westmoreland County, and is involved in a variety of teaching programs and workshops. She is a member of Women of Visions, a long-standing collective of Black women artists in the Pittsburgh area, through which she has had her work shown at University Art Gallery of Pittsburgh and the Carnegie Museum of Art. Pamela recently worked with Netflix's art department teaching children art for an upcoming film. Congratulations, Pamela Cooper, on your Seton Hill University 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award.
This one is so much bigger than me. I did not win this award all on my own. My parents shared this award with me and the mentors that helped mold me into the person that I am today. Freshman seminar with Helen Sittler, and her lessons that guided us all on a journey of self-discovery. The class trip to Ohio PAL that included my son Kyle on Walden's Pond that is filled with so many life lessons. Then there's 9 a.m., third floor administration building. I would come in early to get a front row seat with my gardeners, Art Through the Ages. I was ready to travel to exciting places in art history with Maureen. Her classes are legendary. Dr. Stuart Thompson wowed me the first time. I watched him throw a large lump of clay. The fluidity of which he executed the task was captivating. He allowed me to create and grow and encouraged me. Because of his teaching techniques, I can go in front of any group of students anywhere and create a lesson off the cuff. Yes, he was that good. The Courage to Create was one of Ray DeFazio's senior seminar class topics. He knew all well that as an artist, we must have the focus and drive inside to create. An accomplished artist himself, he mentored our class and led very pivotal discussions on art, life, and purpose. Over the years, I still have engaged in conversations with him and his lovely wife. You don't stop mentoring after you retire, right in. And lastly, Josepha Filkowski. She saw in me that things I didn't even know I could do. The fact that we both were southpaws just amazed me because she taught calligraphy. I still have some of her Josepha notes. She was brutally honest, and that's what I loved about her. Did she ever make me cry? Yes, because I learned from it. I am truly honored to be named a 2023 Seton Hill University Distinguished Alumni. And finally, I would like to thank Dr. Finger and the Seton Hill alumni community for selecting me for this prestigious award. Thank you.
Vicki Cruz defines her life by the connections she has made. Her time at Seton Hill opened the door to a world of education she never thought possible. Vicki has earned 4 master's degrees and 2 teaching certifications, including a Master of Liberal Arts and a Master's Certificate in Mind, Brain, and Learning from Johns Hopkins University, Reading Specialist Certification and Master of Education from the University of Pittsburgh, Elementary Teacher Certification from California University of Pennsylvania, and a Master of Social Work from the University of Pittsburgh. The focus of her early career was working to help others with time spent as a social worker, research specialist, teacher, and program specialist. After suffering a brain injury in a car accident in 2003, Vicki had to master walking, talking, and learning during a years-long rehabilitation. In 2007, Vicki joined the faculty of Westmoreland County Community College and received its full-time Faculty Teaching Excellence Award in 2020. Vicki is a contributor to articles and books and was featured in a documentary film, Gray Matters, Teaching the Way the Brain Learns. Congratulations, Vicki Cruz, on your Seton Hill University 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award.
It's such an honor to be nominated for this award, let alone to be accepted for or selected for the Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award. There are so many people to thank. Today I'd like to thank Dr. Finger, Jimmy Perlow, Lisa Carino, everyone involved with making this event happen, and my dear friend who's been there in this journey, Becky Campbell. In my journey, I never thought of myself as a leader. I certainly don't see myself as distinguished. I have had a couple of careers, but throughout my life, I have found Seton Hill permeating throughout my experience and helping me heal my body and soul. When I found myself at Seton Hill, and I won't say when, back in the 80s, I was a first-generation college student, and I came in truly having no idea what college even was. I grew up incredibly rural with very little access to media of any kind, so it was rather overwhelming. I was involved in athletics, and that was wonderful. Eventually, after I left Seton Hill, I went on to graduate school, and again, talk about being overwhelmed and not knowing what world I was in. And I ended up getting 4 different graduate degrees, 2 of them from relatively prestigious Johns Hopkins University, and 2 of the proudest things I've done in my life. Dr. Marielle Hardiman in my heart. Through each of my degrees, through each of the things, all of the things I've done in my life, again, Seton Hill, the spirit of connection and service and love and belonging, that's been the center of everything I do. And one of the things I'm known for is connection and being able to make connections. And today, this experience being selected for this award has brought back old connections from Seton Hill and also new connections. And that being a connector, bringing people together has been my calling. And I think that's what others see in me, and that is the spirit of Seton Hill.
Paula Sumner, EDD, LPC, considers one of her most important career accomplishments to be the relationships she has formed in the pursuit of helping youth at risk, assisting school communities impacted by tragedy, and empowering caring adults to embrace their role in prevention efforts. A nationally certified counselor with specialties in school and career counseling, Paula has served as a behavioral health liaison for the Allegheny County Student Assistance Program, SAP, provided by Allegheny County and UPMC Western Behavioral Health since 1994. Since 2010, Paula has also served as the Director of STAR, Services for Teens at Risk Center Outreach, a program that combines clinical and outreach services designed to combat the problem of child and adolescent suicide. She served on the executive committee of the Pennsylvania Youth Suicide Prevention Initiative and assisted with the development of statewide symposiums, conferences, and legislative initiatives, including Act 71, which required school districts to develop comprehensive suicide prevention plans. Congratulations, Paula Sumner, EDD, on your Seton Hill University 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award.
Thank you. I am truly honored and humbled to receive this prestigious award. Growing up, my mom would always point out to the Seton Hill graduates she knew and comment on their Seton Hill way, meaning they were gracious, generous, and always willing to help. When I became an undergrad, I would read the bios of distinguished alumni in the foreword and be awed and inspired by their diverse contributions and impact. I chose Seton Hill in large part because I wanted to become a doctor, and at the time they had 100% acceptance for women into medical school. However, after a semester of Sister Anne's bio lab, she picked up physical psychology and pursuing a doctorate degree instead. In reflecting on my journey since graduating, I am so grateful for the strong foundation I received from all of my mentors, which would include just about every professor educator I had while at Seton. Each encouraged and challenged me in their own way while nearing a future that I didn't readily imagine for myself. I can only hope that I have been able to do the same for the students that I've encountered over the years. During my time at Seton Hill, I entered Sullivan Hall to work or work out nearly every day and would walk under the archway with the inscription, "Hazard Yet Forward," never realizing in retrospect that it was a foreshadowing of my life's work, helping students, families, and school communities after tragic losses, both individual and large scale, via postvention, and empowering the helpers to take care of themselves, a lesson that I'm still learning to live out each day by offering a kind act, providing choice wherever possible, and modeling self-care. On behalf of my fellow Setonians who, to paraphrase Emerson, make the world a bit better place in their own way each day, thank you again, President Finger, and the Seton Hill community for this esteemed honor.
Karin Isela Diaz-Toro has devoted her legal career to the full-time practice of environmental, natural resources, energy, and land use law in Puerto Rico for more than 36 years. After earning her law degree, Karin returned to her native Puerto Rico to practice environmental law at Goldman Antonetti and Cordova LLC in San Juan from 1986 through 2001. Becoming the second female junior partner in the firm's history. In September 2001, she helped establish the boutique law firm of Torres and Garcia, PSC, and was a shareholder from 2002 through 2019. As of March 2019, Karin is founding member, principal, and 50% owner of Diaz and Negron LLC. Karin has received an Environmental Quality Award from Region 2 of the United States Environmental Protection Agency for accomplishments in improving environmental quality in Puerto Rico. Karin remains grateful to Seton Hill and particularly to Sister Jean Boggs for giving her the opportunity to complete her education after a student strike in Puerto Rico halted her studies. Congratulations, Karin Isela Diaz-Toro, on your Seton Hill University 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award.
Thank you, Seton Hill University, and thank you, President Finger, for this most unexpected honor. I am deeply humbled to be recognized as a 2023 Distinguished Alumni alongside other remarkable Setonians. First and foremost, I would like to thank my parents, Ileana and Manuel, for whom education was of the utmost importance. Their love and support allowed me to continue my education at Seton Hill and to achieve my childhood aspiration of becoming a lawyer. I would also like to acknowledge Sister Jean Boggs, who made my transfer to Seton Hill possible in a very short amount of time, and to whom I will be eternally grateful. I must also thank my partner in life, Janelle, whose love and support has been unwavering. Although my time at Seton Hill was not very long, it left a profound and invaluable mark on both my personal and my professional development. Lifelong friendships and lifelong memories that I will always treasure. I can only hope that I can help inspire other current and prospective Seton Hill students to continue striving to achieve their goals. Muchísimas gracias, Seton Hill.
After graduating from Seton Hill, Christine Frederick Janelle worked for various companies in New York City in clothing, fabric, and art. At the City Quilter in Manhattan, Christine began teaching classes to more than 1,000 beginning quilters. She continued teaching beyond the store, sharing her knowledge with young homeschoolers, senior citizens, and pregnant teenagers, and set up a quilting program with the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation. She is a founding member of the Brooklyn Quilters Guild, contributing regularly to the Guild's charity work projects, and is active in her church, the Oratory of St. Boniface. Christine began as a traditional quilter, but her art quilts have gained her a national audience. She showed her work locally for 30 years, and recently her quilts have been juried into national quilt shows, including an invitation to show at the 2022 International Quilt Festival in Houston. Several have been shown and sold in galleries in New York City and Boston. Congratulations, Christine Frederick Janelle, on your Seton Hill University 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award.
I'm so honored and humbled to receive this award. I would like to thank my classmate, Johnny Guerra, for nominating me, and the Alumni Committee for selecting me for the Distinguished Alumni Award. I'm truly overwhelmed and deeply grateful. During my senior year of high school, I came to Seton Hill for the first time, a weekend visit with Barbara Saletti, a hometown friend who was then a first-year student. I knew quickly this was the place I wanted to spend the next 4 years. Those years at Seton Hill instilled in me the confidence and the determination to go out into the world and to be of use to others, that if I did something meaningful to me, it would inspire those around me. Thank you, Sister Mildred. When she approved my thesis idea 50 years ago to defend quilting as an art form, I began my path from traditional quilt maker to art quilter. Along that path, I have had the good fortune of saying yes to many opportunities that were presented to me. I have had students from 7 years old to 92 years old at programs in city parks and state parks, public schools, and at the City Quilter, which was a favored stop for any quilter visiting New York City from anywhere around the world. The need is great for charity quilts, and I've been involved with ABC quilts, which are sent to hospitals for babies at risk, with Quilt Pink, a cancer care awareness program, and with the Brooklyn Quilters Guild Comfort Quilt Initiative, giving quilts to women living in shelters, people who've lost everything to fire, and others in need. I've had my art quilts hang on the fence around a local church for the Brooklyn community to see during pandemic times, and at the International Quilt Festival in Houston, where thousands come to look at quilts. So what I say to the younger generation is this: participate, be daring, be the person who says yes. Don't miss your reunions and the opportunity to connect and reconnect with the people who shared your time at Seton Hill. For my first day here, I met women who became lifelong friends. Thank you, Trish, Cora, and Carol, for your friendship and advice over the years. Reunions have deepened many friendships made then and expanded my circle of Seton Hill friends. Thanks to my intelligent and loving daughters, Miriam and Gracie. Thanks to my 3 wonderful siblings. And thanks to my parents, who saw my passion for sewing and textiles at an early age and encouraged my interest. They would be so pleased to see me here before you today. Special thanks and love to Michael, who always makes me laugh, and who agreed that I should use the biggest and best room in our house for my art studio. My deep gratitude to Seton Hill for this honor. A special thanks also to Dr. Finger. Hazard yet forward.
Rachel Cellini Morris has spent her career making art and sharing her love of art with her students and community. Rachel taught art as a professor at Notre Dame College in South Euclid, Ohio, for more than 30 years. During her tenure, she received multiple teaching awards, initiated a campus art gallery, and curated 80 exhibitions for both professional artists and students. She has been exhibiting her work in group shows for the past 20 years, in addition to giving presentations, gallery talks, and workshops. Rachel is exceptionally proud of establishing the Tolerance Resource Center at Notre Dame College in 1997. In 2010, she worked with Sister Gemma Dalduga and received a National Catholic Center for Holocaust Education grant to participate in a 3-week program for educators on the Holocaust in Israel. After retiring in 2017, she began volunteering at Morgan Paper Conservatory in Cleveland. She continues to serve on the Exhibition Committee of Art Books Cleveland and has worked with a public library for several years teaching children how to make their own books and tell their own stories. Congratulations, Rachel Cellini Morris, on your Seton Hill University 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award.
Seton Hill University for this incredible Distinguished Alum Award. Thank you so much. And to the nominating committee and all those who worked on these awards, it's a lot of work. Thank you. To President Finger, thank you for this incredible honor and also for keeping the tradition alive. I'm so thrilled to be a part of this tradition. You know, when you get an award like this at the end of a long career, it gives you a chance to really reflect on all those people that have helped along the way. So I'd like to mention a few: my parents, my husband, my 2 daughters, who have always been my biggest cheerleaders, and many times they had to take care of each other when I was late, setting up a show or attending a lecture or whatever countless things need to be done. I so appreciate their love and support throughout the years. And to the Sisters of Charity, who I first came to know at Seton Hill, I was so impressed with their intelligence, their dedication, their common goal. So I used them as early role models, and I thank you for that. When I began my own teaching career and met the Sisters of Notre Dame, where I taught at Notre Dame College, I met some wonderful mentors and colleagues and lifelong friends. Thank you for that. It's been invaluable. And to all my colleagues at not only Notre Dame, but throughout the region, friends, we did a lot of collaboration, and I received such wonderful kind words and good counsel, and those of you who rolled up your sleeves and said, what can I do to help? And then showed up and did the hard work. We laughed a lot. We did a lot of really hard work with funding and grant writing and setting up shows. I am so grateful for your support. You are all etched in my heart, and I thank you again, Seton Hill University, for this award.
Gemma Dalduga's 90 years have taken her around the world in pursuit of knowledge, but brought her back to Greensburg, the city where she was born. After graduating from high school, she entered the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill. Sister Gemma studied theology in Rome, completed her degree in history and philosophy at Seton Hill, and earned her doctorate in Ibero-American Studies at the University of New Mexico. She taught for a time at local schools around Greensburg and at Seton Hill from 1966 to 1972, during which time she helped to found SOUL, an organization to encourage leadership among African American students. In 1975, Sister Gemma went to Israel to study Hebrew and the Jewish roots of Christianity, a trip which began a lifelong journey to promote Jewish-Christian relations. For more than 3 decades, she resided in Israel and collaborated with Yad Vashem, the World Holocaust Remembrance Center in Jerusalem. Sister Gemma co-founded the National Catholic Center for Holocaust Education at Seton Hill in 1987. She continues her work with the center today as Director Emerita, even after officially retiring in 2015. Sister Gemma has been recognized by various Israeli and Jewish organizations for the impact of her work. Congratulations, Sister Gemma Dalduga, on your Seton Hill University 2023 Distinguished Alumni Leadership Award.
My heart is filled with gratitude for those who have blessed my life, and they have now gone to the Lord. My parents, Rachel and Francis, my sisters, Sister Bernadette and Bonnie, and Father Isaac Jacob, and Sister Mary Noel Kernan, and Dr. Joanne Boyle. For them I am so grateful. And then for those still with me and alive and who fill my life with joy, my brother Francis and Sister Lois Fulco, and the Sisters of Charity, especially the Sisters of Caritas Christi, and the cousins whom I have still living in the area and some way off in California. They give me much joy. And I also have the opportunity of spending time at Seton Hill at the Holocaust Center with Dr. James Paharic and Hannah Sialko. So for all this, I am very grateful to the Lord. And I'd like to say the prayer, thanks be to God, for he is good. And I can even say it in Hebrew. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam hastov. Thanks be to God, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever.
This is both a spectacular evening and a humbling one. These 12 individuals who represent here Setonian values established by the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill so many years ago and perpetrated throughout the many years of Seton Hill College and now University. It is humbling to me to meet you and to hear all that you've done to truly transform the world and to truly address the world that you were meant to live in. And as examples for our students, as our examples for all of us who work here at Seton Hill, I thank you for all of your work. I thank you for all of your contributions. And I thank you for continuing to be part of our community. Okay, I'd also like to recognize those who have received this honor in the past. So if we have past recipients of Distinguished Alumni Award, please stand and be recognized at this point. Now, I invite you to enjoy the conclusion of the video and to join in singing the alma mater. Afterward, I would ask that our distinguished alumni remain on stage for a group photo. Our guests are invited to proceed to Low Dining Hall for the cocktail hour and alumni dinner party. Shuttle buses will be waiting outside for those who need them to return to the Hill. Thank you all again for your presence this evening, and I look forward to seeing you at dinner.